Welcome in, everyone, to Baxter, Tennessee, as the Cumberland County Jets get set to take on the White County Warriors. It is a win-or-go-home game. You win, you play the Stone Memorial Panthers with a chance to get to the district championship coming up tomorrow evening. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast inside the Jeff Petey Goolsby press box. Upperman winning game number 1 today. They are into the district championship game in 5 innings. They beat Stone Memorial 10-0 just a little bit ago. Now the White County Warriors, who are 12-16 on the year, 4-1 in their last 5 games and 2 run rules in their last 3 games, taking on the Cumberland County Jets, who are 11-15. They beat DeKalb County 4-2 yesterday to get here into this win-or-go-home game. And these two teams playing some pretty good baseball right now.
Yeah, both teams are playing good baseball right now. White County's been really second hottest team in the district over the past couple of weeks or so, only behind the Bees. And it's a Cumberland County team that's playing really well within this tournament. And listen, we figured and thought that this could be a battle for second. It certainly has turned into that with what's happened over the past couple of days. But it's going to be an unbelievable battle, and really at this point, we have no clue who the second team is going to be in that championship round. It could be any of the 3 teams that are left standing.
White County is the away team on the scoreboard. Cumberland County the home team. And it is Eli Gloop on the mound, who actually got the start against Livingston Academy on Wednesday to start off this district tournament. First pitch into Gage Walker will miss a little bit upstairs, 1-0. And Gloop, 4 2/3 in that outing on Wednesday. 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. 3 strikeouts and 2 walks, and he only threw 71 pitches. They pulled him out just for an opportunity like this. Here's the 1-0. This one swung on by Walker and popped up left side, drifting towards foul territory, and the catch made by Connor Hankins for out number 1.
Yeah, Tyler Thompson, he did the chess match move. You had a big lead on the road against Livingston. You take him out so he would be available in the next round. It almost bit him, though, because Livingston put together a ferocious comeback, but it ends up working out. They have an arm they really trust on the mound here. Both teams do in the first game of 2 potentially for them today.
And Gloop did pitch against Sparta in the regular season. He went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, no strikeouts. He only threw 28 pitches. That was in a loss, 5-3. They also lost 2-0 to this White County team early on this season. Austin Pianchi's at the plate for the first time today. This is a White County team that, man, have they scored some runs. The win yesterday, 12-1 against Livingston, or 2 days ago, I should say, 12-1 against Livingston Academy to win it in 5 innings, beat DeKalb County 14-0 in game number 1 of this tournament. Fell to Stone Memorial in between 5-1. Gloop ready to go with the 1-1. This one swung on left side again. That'll be a foul ball, and it's now 1-2 on Austin Pianchi. And big cheer for Coach Norris down there at the third base coach's box. A nice play.
That was a big the turnaround over the shoulder bare hand catch. That's nicely done.
In the field for Cumberland County, mentioned it, Connor Hankins over at third. It's been pretty much the same. Caleb Hahn is at shortstop. Second baseman Jake Christopher. First baseman is Isaiah Shelton. The 1-2 upcoming here from Gloop to Gloop. This one swung on, foul ball again. David Gloop is behind the plate with Eli Gloop on the mound. In the outfield, left to right, Ryder Myers is in left. Eli Ostrander is in center field, and right field is Titus Ostrander. Mentioned Gage Walker led it off. Austin Pianchi at the plate, and Eli Smith is in the on-deck circle. Top 3 in the lineup for White County today. 1-2, breaking ball, popped up right side, shallow right field, drifting towards foul territory. Titus Ostrander makes easy work of it for out number 2.
Nice job by Gloop. This is who he is. He's a pitch-to-contact guy. When he's getting those weak grounders and the weak pop-ups, when he's throwing his best, 2 up, 2 down, and against this White County order at the top half, to work clean is impressive.
The first 5 batters that came to the plate against Livingston Academy in the ball game the other day all scored. Now 2 away here with Eli Smith coming to the plate. Gloop brings it home. That one misses upstairs, 1-0. So we mentioned Upperman moving on into the district championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So they're back on schedule now. It seems like they're going to be able to get the games in today. Knock on wood, obviously. Not the prettiest day for baseball. Grounder left side and foul territory again, and it's 1-1.
Coach Norris is the surest-handed defender out there. That's 2 for 2.
Looking pretty good over there at the hot corner in foul territory. Stone Memorial will have another chance, though. They will play the winner of this game to get into the district championship. It's 1-1 here to Eli Smith. The pitch from Gloop misses downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gloop ready to go on the mound. He's got the pop out and the fly out so far. 2-1 count to the right fielder, Eli Smith. Brings it home to him. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 2.
That's a great pitch for Gloop. I mean, just drops it off the table. How about this battle between number 8 and number 8? It's a good start for the Jets.
A couple of really good players in this 7 AAA district. 2-2. And they're going to say he went. There is a drop third. They get the tag anyways, so they did call him out. It is a strikeout to end the inning for Eli Gloop, and a job well done by the Cumberland County Jets. They're coming to the plate in the bottom of 1. It's 0-0. You're watching the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Welcome back, bottom 1. Cumberland County coming to the plate for the first time. Their lineup looks like this. Eli Ostrander leads it off. Ryder Myers will bat second. Isaiah Shelton is in the third spot. Connor Hankins will clean it up. Titus Ostrander batting 5th with Caleb Hahn batting 6th. Jane Hensley, the DH, batting 7th. Jake Christopher bats 8th, and David Gloop rounds it out batting 9th. Eli Gloop on the mound. Not batting, being hit for by Jaden Hensley. This Cumberland County team, 11-15 on the year. Beat Livingston Academy in Game 1 of this tournament 9-7. Fell to Upperman 8-4 after having a lead 4-2. And then beat DeKalb County 4-2 in their game on Saturday to keep their season alive and have another chance here to possibly get a step closer to moving into the district championship game. On the mound is Will Thomas for the White County Warriors. That one misses for ball 1 to Ostrander.
Yeah, it's been different for this Cumberland County team. They've had a little pop in the bats, but it's been much more work around the base paths. Sparta's been explosive innings, so we'll see which team can kind of work to that game plan better.
And obviously these two teams have played more games than anybody else, so their pitchers have been used for the most part. This one swung on by Ostrander, shallow left field, giving chase a couple of different players in the left fielder for White County. And Matthew Wilson able to make the grab for out number 1.
Good beat on it there for Wilson, and more weak contact. We've seen it both ways so far through 4 batters.
Will Thomas did not pitch against Cumberland County in the regular season in either game. His most recent outings, he got a save against Stone in a close one. He went 1 inning in that final inning. Didn't allow any hits, any runs. He only threw 10 pitches and threw 7 strikes. His last relief appearance was against Warren County a few days before that. 3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, only 3 of them earned, and was able to get 1 strikeout and 4 walks. It's 2-0 here to Ryder Myers, the left fielder for the Jets.
Yeah, and he came in, mentioned the stat line against Warren County, then the next 2 guys after him just couldn't even record an out.
This one high in the air out to left. More work for Wilson. And he makes the catch for out number 2. In the field for White County today, mentioned Thomas on the mound. Behind the plate is Kason Seal. Third baseman is Cole Gentry. Shortstop Austin Pianki. Gage Walker is at second base. First baseman is Griffin Adams in the outfield from left to right. Mentioned Matthew Wilson in left. Center fielder is Caden Siebers, and the right fielder Eli Smith. Swing and a miss here by Isaiah Shelton, who we've seen put one out in this park just a few days ago.
Both pitchers have been really good early on. They're hitting their spots, mixing up their pitches. It's been a good start.
Here's the 0-1 from Thomas. And more work again for Wilson. Will it be 3 flyouts? He slips, readjusts, slips again, and that one drops. And that one will just be a single for Isaiah Shelton.
Yeah, it's very slippery out there, obviously, but Wilson didn't pick that one up clean and kind of wobbled around, and then once the feet go out from under you, that's it. It's going to drop in.
Tried to make a couple of adjustments and never could find his footing, so it will be a single for Shelton as Connor Hankins will step to the plate, and An early visit here. I think they want to check and make sure that Wilson's okay out there and left after the couple of slips.
He gave a quick thumbs up, says he's fine. He's just trying to shake out his cleats. I wonder if he's trying to get maybe some mud out of them potentially out there.
And obviously it's wet. That was to be expected coming into today. They did a great job of getting the infield ready, which is obviously the most important part. 2 away here in the bottom of 1. This one hit hard by Hankins out to center field, but it's up in the air. Work for Siebers and makes it easily. Fly out to center ends the inning, still 0-0. A runner stranded by Cumberland County. White County to the plate. When we come back, you're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
White County back to the plate in the top of 2, 0-0. Both pitchers looking pretty good early on.
Yeah, they are. They've been able to mix up their pitches, hit their spots. Hadn't been the overwhelming strikeout stuff, just the one for Gloop, but weak contact both ways. Even the single was probably should have been caught and just kind of slipping out there on the wet track. So a good start defensively, and we'll see which offense can kind of settle in first.
4, 5, and 6 due up for the Warriors here in the second. Cole Gentry, Cason Seal, and Colt Norris. This White County team, man, did they hit the ball well the other day. Cason Seal, he was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. He was on third twice after 2 of his hits. Only one of them a triple, though. And then he actually came home to score that one on the same play. First pitch from Gloop. Swung on. That one's hit well out to center field, but right at Eli Ostrander makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, this first ball has really been touched by White County and off the barrel, but right at Ostrander, no problem there. And for Gloop, it's exactly what you need. Pitch count low, recording outs, give your team some confidence.
And, of course, we mentioned it. Eli Gloop is one of their main starters throughout the season for this Cumberland County team, so they feel like they have the advantage today with Will Thomas going on the other side. And they had Trent Wilson, had an opportunity to maybe pull him against Livingston Academy a couple of days ago to keep him under 55, which would have made him available today. They used him. I think he threw about 57 or 58, so he cannot go today. If they win, he can go tomorrow.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that, and probably wish you had him in your back pocket given what happened in that game.
Check swing, misses low. It's 1-1 here to Cason Seal.
Amy's cheering on the Jets. Principal Wilson, of course, cheering on the Warriors. Continue to let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for this afternoon.
I appreciate you tuning in on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, the NFHS Network as well. The 1-1, high and inside, but swung on and fouled off. It's 1-2. So the winner of this game will play Stone Memorial for a chance to get into the district championship. That game will come up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Stone Memorial has Titus Bisbee ready to go. So they've obviously got the advantage there. Here's the 1-2. This one hit hard down the line, but that's going to be a foul ball by Seal.
Seal's just been a little bit out in front. Gloop, he's in the low 70s with the fastball. Breaking ball in the 60s. So you have to wait just a hair, but that's most of the arms for 2 through 6 in this district, though, about that hard for the most part with a couple of exceptions. So you're used to seeing it.
1-2 here to Seal. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and it's 5 up, 5 down for Eli Gloop on the mound.
Yeah, it's a great start for Eli Gloop. That one's 69 miles an hour right on the outside corner, freezes the hitter, so really nice start for him.
Only 18 pitches so far. He'll face Colt Norris with 2 outs here in the top of the second for White County. Gloop's first pitch to Norris, called strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, he's really throwing with confidence right now, mixing up the spots. Seems like wherever he wants it to go is where it's going. It's Been fun to watch, 19 pitches in.
It'll be really interesting to see whoever wins this game and moves on to the next round, who is going to be on the mound. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball just fouled off by Norris. It's 0-2.
Well, once your back's against the wall, the reality is you got to win this one. You worry about the next one later. And, of course, you also have, you can throw guys twice, up to 120 pitches in the day. So you certainly could see that at some point as well.
Gloop ready to go. 0-2 here to Norris. Brings it home. Breaking ball swings right through. And was it a foul ball? It was.
Just tipped it. And I mean just tipped that ball.
They threw some more turfus down there behind home plate. More turfus on the mound as well. Trying to dry it out even a little bit more here for game number 2. Still 0-2 here to Norris. Gloop out of the windup, delivers home. Outside, that's ball 1. And that's been the big thing right now for Gloop. He has not been behind an account yet. Still 1-2 right here. Long look in, Gloop ready to go. The righty fires home, outside and low, 2-2.
Good job for Norris. He just stays alive in the AB and then gets a couple of pitches away, doesn't chase him, and now he's back in the AB.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Norris at the plate, Gloop on the mound. The righty delivers. Flared out to right, and that'll be down for a hit. What a battle by Colton Norris behind 0-2. Works it back and ropes one out to right field for the first hit of the game. Breaks up, well, the early perfect game for Eli Gloop.
A great AB there for Norris, and looked like he was struck out potentially, just found tips it to stay alive, and then doesn't have to barrel it up, just puts it where they ain't and gets in the right field, and see a little 2-out magic here for the Warriors.
It'll be Caden Siebers to the plate, the center fielder for White County. Matthew Wilson is in the on-deck circle. 2 away in the inning, and that one off the side of the helmet of David Gloop behind the plate.
Say,
come on, bro. A little bit of time. That one will shake you up a little bit off the side. Cumberland County coaching staff will come out and take some time as well. Siebers, make sure he's good to go. 0-1 here to Caden Siebers. Runner on first is Colton Norris after the first hit of the game for the Warriors, who had a lot of hits against Livingston Academy on Saturday.
It was a carousel.
Friday, I should say.
Whatever day it was.
Yeah.
They run
it
together.
is Sunday today. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. Swings right through 0-2.
Breaking ball's been really good for Gloop. A lot of downward action on that pitch.
He'll step out here to look down the third base line, get the call. No balls, 2 strikes to Siebers at the plate. Norris over at first, a short lead. Gloop working out of the stretch, brings it home, and just misses. It's ball 1.
It's a great spot to go, 0-2. Siebers able to lay off, but you love that pitch if you're Eli Gloop.
Trying to keep their season alive. Gloop trying to bring his team back to the plate. 1-2. Left side of the infield. That ball is through. Runners will stay at first and second. Caden Siebers singles to left. It's runners on first and second for Matthew Wilson.
Another great piece of hitting there with 2 outs. The approach is good. They choke up on the bat and just smack it into left field. Not trying to hit a home run, just trying to extend the inning on. And we'll see the lower half of the order can deliver for the Warriors now. Big opportunity for them.
It'll be Matthew Wilson coming to the plate with the runners on first and second and 2 away here in the top of 2. They went 1-2-3 to start off the ball game. And they were 2 outs here in the second. The last 2 batters have singled.
And how big was that foul tip to keep this inning alive?
Just barely, like you said. Gloop out of the stretch again. The breaking ball didn't quite break. 1-0.
And you also go from no problem, you're 18 pitches, 19 pitches, to now to 29, having to really work and battle.
He was 18 pitches through 5 batters faced. 1-0. That one hit well, and over the head of the second baseman, they're going to send the runner from third. Right fielder just now to it. They're going to hold him at third, and the first run across for the White County Warriors.
Great piece of hitting there. Smack it over the outstretched glove of the second baseman. A really good attempt over there at second, but it's just too high into the air. And 3 straight base hits, all not trying to do too much. This is really impressive by White County.
3 straight singles for the Warriors, an RBI single for Matthew Wilson. It's a 1-0 lead for White County, and all of this coming with 2 outs. Griffin Adams is the first baseman and the 9-hole hitter. He comes to the plate.
Sparta playing with so much confidence at the plate right now. You can feel it once they get one hit. It just feels like they expect to hit more. It's contagious.
Gloop still out of the stretch. This one swung on. High bouncer. Going to be a tough play. Christopher onto it. Flipped to first in time to get the final out of the inning. Really nice play by Jake Christopher at second base. A run across, though, for White County. They've got a 1-0 lead. Cumberland County coming back to the plate in the bottom of 2. You're watching the 7 AAA District Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
5, 6, and 7 due up for Cumberland County. Titus Ostrander, Caleb Hahn, and Jane Hensley now down by a run. Will Thomas on the mound, seeing if he can use that cushion here and try to work cleanly through. He probably should have had a clean inning there on the first. It was just that fly ball and then the slip out and left by Wilson, unable to grab it for out number 3. It's quickly 2-0 here to Titus Ostrander.
A really impressive 2-out rally there for White County, a team without a lot of no postseason experience. To be able to do it in an elimination game that way, sure, they will love more, but one run at a time, right? What did we see from the team with the most experience in the last? One. Then you're at your 5 spot, and you've blown open the game. That was really a solidly executed inning by the Warriors.
It's 3-0 here to Ostrander. Thomas trying to work his way back. That's across for a strike, 3-1.
And 76 on the gun there. He was in the low 70s, right at 70 in the warm-up, so in the mid-70s with it.
Titus Ostrander, a ton of speed, 3-1. Called strike, 3-2.
That was 78.
And again, it is not warm today, about mid-50s at game time. 3-2. Hit hard left side, but right at the third baseman in Cole Gentry, who makes a nice grab.
Yeah, nice job by Cole Gentry in the hot corner. He had time to be able to get down into the stance and make the grab for out number 1.
That'll bring Caleb Hahn, the shortstop for the Jets, to the plate. 1 away now for Will Thomas and the White County Warriors. So we got that run across on 3 straight singles in the second. Showing bunt, pulls it back for ball 1.
Gentry was crashing in at third, so they're ready for that potentially from Hahn.
He's swinging away here, swinging a miss.
Right now, Sparta's just playing with a ton of confidence. They just feel very under control. Not trying to do too much. Still a lot of baseball to be played, though, obviously.
Swing and a miss again on the breaking ball that time, 1-2.
Pulled the string on that one, ripped it away. We got a final score in District 8. AAA, Tullahoma defeats Franklin County 2-0 to advance in the winner's bracket there. They're not in the championship game yet. That tournament's way behind schedule. But Tullahoma, again, that trend of winning close, low-scoring games continues.
2-2 here to Hahn. That one called strike 3 on the inside corner. Had him spinning around.
Where you get a guy looking at his own dugout on called strike 3, that is a nasty breaking ball. I mean, really nicely done. It may have been a little bit inside, but, man, that's a great pitch.
He spun out of the way. He thought he was going to get hit. Called strike 3 instead. Jaden Hensley steps in now for the first time. Right back up the middle. And just barely caught out in center field by Caden Siebers. He thought that one wasn't quite as well hit. It kept traveling, but a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Will Thomas and the White County Warriors. Back to the plate, the Warriors come. Through 2 we go. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
White County back to the plate, and they've got the top of the lineup up here in the third inning. 1, 2, 3, Gage Walker, Austin Pianki, and Eli Smith. And, well, it seemed like Eli Gloop was going to be perfect through 2. He had 2 outs in that second inning, but then 3 straight singles scores a run for White County, and they've got the lead.
They parlayed it into a really nice defensive inning, moving quickly. So see if Eli Gloop can get back to the form where he didn't face a base runner the first 5 batters faced, or if White County's offense has really roared to life.
That one misses outside to Gage Walker, who popped out to Hankins at third base, right on the fair foul line. 1-0. This one, right side, drifting, and that one will be a fair ball. He's looking for 2 here. Throws coming in. It's going to beat him by a mile. He slides in, and he is out. Nice throw by Titus Ostrander in right field. Gage Walker trying to stretch it into a double, gets gunned down.
Well, I promise he was out, and you just didn't get to see it because I missed it. But he was out. It's a great play by Ostrander. He's got a huge arm there in right field, and probably one White County want to have back. That's a very aggressive send in a 1-0 game where you're still looking for some runs.
They going single and then thrown out on advancing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that'll be a hit and then thrown out trying to stretch it. This one, Coach Norris can't get it that time. Just a foul ball from Austin Pianki, 0-1.
Well, and maybe that's where that lack of experience comes through just a little bit, because runner at first, nobody out. You have all the momentum, feeling great. Now you give Cumberland County a little life to settle back in. We'll see if they can capitalize on that.
That 0-1 dips away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goose was out here for game number 1 today. He is now across town at, Tennessee Tech, actually. This is the Cavaliers taking on Lebanon.
Cookville's got a problem with who's Lebanon's throwing on the other side.
And he just sent a picture. As this one is grounded left side, another foul ball, 1-2. The Cavaliers unis might be the best ones that we have in this area.
Oh,
those are tremendous.
Yeah, the cream and reds.
1-2 here to Austin Pianki. He flew out to right his first time up. Pitch from Gloop. Breaking ball is drilled out to left and just foul. Just down the line for Pianki. Couldn't quite keep it fair, and Gloop fortunate to watch that one go foul.
Yeah, that was a well-struck baseball.
Austin Pianki will step back in with 2 strikes on him. He feels like he should have a base runner out there after Walker tried to stretch his single into a double. 1-2 here against Pianki. Eli Gloop on the mound. Brings it home. Popped up, out of play. We'll do it again.
Gloop's had good stuff. It's been that little parade of hits for White County, which has been on brand for what they've done the past couple of weeks. But still in a 1-0 game, White County's left the door open for them.
Here comes Gloop with the 1-2. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I tell you what, this game number 2, much drier than game number 1 was. It was kept spitting. It wasn't really raining hard, but just randomly would start dropping.
Misty and windy, and that's gross.
The wind has died down a little bit as well. Got a little bit nicer for game 2. Here is the 2-2. This one hit left side. Hankins bounces off of his foot, stays with it. Throw to first It brings him off the bag, and he'll be safe over at first. And they're going to go with the E5, bringing him off the bag.
Yeah, it was a little bobble on the first hop in, and then once you have to rush, it brings the throw a little bit off as well. So a couple of mistakes, and again, White County with an opportunity, and this is who you wanted to play with Eli Smith and Cole Gentry behind him.
Well, and how big was getting thrown out at second base now as well by Walker. Now with one out, you got a runner on first, and at the plate is Eli Smith.
Exactly why that was such a critical play.
Tip of the cap to Titus Ostrander, of course. He had to make a good throw, and he did. Smith looking down to the forearm.
Well, I would not expect him to bunt, considering what we've seen so far in the tournament. But maybe I've been wrong before.
Maybe he went back and watched our broadcast. So big swing and a miss way out in front with Smith.
That definitely was not a bunt attempt.
No.
That was
quite the opposite. Cumberland County beat DeKalb County 4-2 to get here into this one. Sparta beating Livingston Academy 12-1 in 5 innings. Check to first.
Yeah, definitely a smart check, because that was a healthy lead for Pianki. He's got plenty of speed. David Gloop behind the plate knows he's got to be alert and may have to pop and throw.
And that error by Hankins, first error of the ball game on either side. Here in the top of the third. Good lead for Pianki. He takes off. Throw down, pretty good, but a little bit high. Gets into center field. Pianki's going to take third base as well. And he's looking at home now as the throw hasn't come in yet. They finally get it in, and now a big opportunity for the Warriors to try to bring home another run.
Yeah, that was a great piece of base running, a great jump for Pianki. The throw just a little bit offline, and that allows him to take another bag. It's going to be a stolen base and an error, so 2 errors in the inning for Cumberland County, and they need to be careful here. By the way, that would have scored a run. Remember that earlier on. That's why it was so important, but still, huge opportunity for White County.
1-1. Bunt shown here. It's a great one. He's going to score. Throw to first is not in time. Able to leg it out, Eli Smith. And how about the small ball this time from White County?
All tournament long, we've been asking, is White County going to play any small ball? They break it out at the perfect time, double up their lead. And that was not just a really good bunt. It was a perfect bunt. Results in a single as well.
RBI single for Eli Smith on the bunt, and Cole Gentry out of the plate. He flew out to center field his first time up. It's a 2-0 lead for White County, and man, this offense has been good.
And Cumberland County's got to be careful. I was about to say, really, their Achilles heel has been the one big inning that they've given up over and over and over again. This is how big innings can start. Still just went across. Eli Gloop trying to settle in here, but now up to 41 pitches.
And you know you're deep into White County's pitching staff as well, so you feel like you're going to have some opportunities with the bat in your hands, but you're going to get some outs. Still just one away here in the top of 3. There's a called strike on the outside corner to Cole Gentry.
And again, tons of speed with Eli Smith now over at first, and he's bouncing around and already have one throw from the catcher getting to the outfield. See if White County test him again.
There's a tremendous bunt from Smith.
The perfect bunt.
0-1. Upstairs.
Honestly, it wasn't poorly played at all by Cumberland County. The bunt was just in the exact right spot that it needed to be.
Yeah, just pulled Gloop off the mound enough. It was short enough that he had to get to it quickly, and he was not able to get to it quick enough and make a good enough throw. It was a good throw, but you got a speedy runner there in Smith beating it down the line. He's taking off. Low throw. This one is a pretty good one, and then barreling into second base, and he is out. Pretty good tag by Hahn, who had to take the brunt of the contact and still apply the tag, and that is the second out of the inning.
That was a great jump and a perfect throw that time by David Gloop, but Smith that time kind of barreled into the bag. It wasn't exactly a normal slide, and Hahn did a good job hanging on to it. That was more like you expect to see a play at home than a play out at second.
There is the 2-1. Fouled off 2-2, and now Eli Gloop trying to get out of the inning with only allowing the 1 run. He's gotten a little bit of help from his defense.
Now that was a really nice bounce back for Gloop after the last one got into the outfield to rally back with that throw down.
2-2. Breaking ball sawed off, but it's flared to left. Shortstop Hahn cannot haul it in as it pops out of his glove. It's going to be another error in the infield. Third one already in this inning.
And that was just a little blooper, and Hahn, I mean, you don't even know the right word to describe it. He was just kind of jogging back there and flipped the glove up at it. It was almost lackadaisical a little bit and pops out of the glove, and now you get a guy who's red hot coming to the plate.
Struck out looking his last time up. He's got a runner on first here with 2 outs. Check behind the runner. He's back in safely, 1-0.
I got a feeling Tyler Thompson's not going to be thrilled in that dugout with a couple of these errors.
And White County, though, has run into a couple of outs in this inning as well. So kind of some gifts on both sides in this inning. Already a run across, though, for the Warriors. Here's the 1-0. And a foul ball.
Good catch.
Runner on first is Gentry, reaching on the air, popped out of the glove of Hahn at short. Case and Seal at the plate, 0 for 1 so far today. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 1-1. Breaking ball just misses. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's a pretty good pitch. Nice job by Seal to take because it's dipping away from him. If he swings at it, his best chance scenario is just off the end of the bat into right field. Can't do much with that.
2-0 lead for White County here in the top of 3 of an elimination game. 2-1 coming from Gloop. That one almost hit him, and he swung at it.
That's been the swing of choice for pretty much everybody today in both games. The pitch is up and in. They're going after it.
Chris Wersing swung at it about 5 times in a row and then drilled one out to center field to clear the bases back in the Upperman Stone game. Next one by Bring Green ended it. Here's a 2-2. This one is hit hard by Seal out to left. Left fielder came in early, now trying to track back, and that one is down. It's going to score another run for White County. Seal's looking for another triple. He will slide in safely.
That is a great piece of hitting by Case and Seal again, and he just might as well go stand at third every time he comes into the batter's box right now. That ball was touched. Was not a very good read in left field again. Takes about 3 steps in, then has to turn and run back. No chance to catch it. It drops in, and White County's in business looking for more.
2 away in the inning again, but another run across for the Warriors. It's 3-0 with Colton Norris at the plate. Popped up right side in foul territory, giving chase, the first baseman for the Jets. And Shelton not able to get there. It's 0-1.
Good effort by Shelton out there, but no chance to get to that one. And White County, again, this all started with Colton Norris. He goes down in the count, looks like he strikes out, just foul tips it to stay alive, and he starts the hit parade, and White County really hasn't looked back. Their offense has roared to life again.
He came around to score the first run of the ball game for the Warriors. He's got a runner on third here behind 0-1. That breaking ball is a good one. It's 0-2.
It's a great pitch.
And Norris, he's right back in, ready to go. 2 outs. 2 strikes on Norris and 2 runs across for the Warriors in the inning. Gloop brings it home. Another breaking ball hit left side. Hankins gloves, looks to first. The throw is a good one. 2 more runs across for White County, though. They lead 3-0. The Jets looking for runs when we come back. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Hamanet's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 2 plots of land in Livingston. This property features 3 prime acres of commercial real estate right off of Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston. You can bid on these properties at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends on Thursday, May 8th at 12 noon. Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
3-0 lead for White County. And 2 more runs across there in that top half of the third. And for Will Thomas on this side on the mound, he's been pretty solid so far.
Yeah, he's been really good, and now he has 3 runs in his back pocket. His White County's offense been really good, and the Jets have given him some gifts as well. It's exactly what you want if you're Coach Norris over there, if you're drawing it up on the whiteboard. And maybe the best part right now, 2 innings pitched, 21 pitches for Will Thomas.
He's only let 1 base runner reach, and it was just on the misplay out in left field. Slipped up a couple of times, did Wilson. And that is the only base runner so far on the single. It's a 9-1 due up for Cumberland County. Jake Christopher, David Gloop, and Eli Ostrander at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, and you just need one of the bottom 2 in the order to get on base for you if you're Coach Thompson. Still very much in this baseball game at 3-0, but you need to start putting some pressure on Will Thomas, see what he does out of the stretch, because it's been clean sailing for him on the mound.
So Jake Christopher steps in for the first time against Will Thomas, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Will Thomas, again, did not pitch against Cumberland County in the regular season. Had a pretty good outing in a save situation against Stone Memorial. Struggled a little bit against Warren County in relief.
And you can tell he's in rhythm because he's trying to get right back on the rubber and throw the next pitch. It's not a lot of dancing around out there. He's right back and ready to go.
1-1. Back over us, it's 1-2.
And ahead again. This is where he's really made his hay, being ahead of hitters. Hadn't been the strikeout stuff, just one of them so far, but putting him off balance.
1-2, sawed off. That's a great job by Christopher. He's got to beat it out to first. He will do so. They're not covering it. That is a tremendous hit by Jake Christopher behind in the count, able to rope it out to right.
Well, he had no choice because he was laying off and then realizes, oh, snap, this is about to fall into the zone, and he just gets enough of the barrel on it to send it into right, and he does the job. And now if you're Cumberland County, you're saying, all right, how about both of them reach or at least maybe drop a bunt down?
David Gloop will step in. He's the 9-hole hitter, and he is up on the plate. Christopher over at first after the single and check behind the runner, kind of a token throw. That one did miss high for ball 1.
We'll see what Tyler Thompson wants to do here. Is it bunt time? You take a first pitch. It's not very close.
Thomas working out of the stretch for just the second time today. The second hit he's allowed. This one popped up, drifting back towards out of play. Giving chase is the third baseman Gentry, runs out of real estate. It'll be strike 1.
Did you notice that for Thomas? He looked back at second. He didn't check. He didn't check back at first.
The way the clouds are right now.
No, but he looked back
I see
at
what you're
second.
saying.
Yeah.
Before
the pitch.
And, some of them might want to look over your right shoulder than your left shoulder.
I don't think he looked very far over his shoulder that time. That was a little quick glance. There, see? That's not what he did. He looked back the other way.
He does it again there.
Yeah, okay.
1-1.
It's
that could be his gauge of how far off the bag they are, if how much he can see over his right shoulder.
It's the both ways look. It's interesting.
2-1 here to Gloop. Brings it home. This one is hit hard by Gloop out to left, and that one is going to drop. Back-to-back hits by the Jets. They turn the lineup back over to Eli Ostrander with 2 runners on.
Well, 8 and 9 say forget that, just one reach. How about both of us reach? And you set the table for the best hitter in your order. And for Cumberland County, you need to capitalize right here, right now in a 3-0 hole.
Ostrander flew out to left his first time up. He's got runners on first and second. The Warriors have a 3-0 lead. Will Thomas trying to come up with some big pitches. Breaking ball off the end of the bat right side. Takes a wild spin. That's a great stop by Walker at second. Gets the out there. He knocked it down with his bare hand and able to get the first out of the inning.
That was tremendous. It had side spin on it, and it dove to his right, and he's able to put the bare hand out and just knock it down. It's going to hurt, but then makes a nice throw. So Ostrander does the job of moving the runners over, but that was trouble brewing if Walker didn't get his hand on that.
Yeah, moves the runners into scoring position at second and third. Ryder Myers at the plate. That's a great breaking ball across for strike 1 from Thomas.
Yeah, this is, gut check time for Cumberland County. You got to figure out a way to bring these runners home. Thomas looking to settle back in.
Working out of the windup. Another breaking ball, strike 2.
That ball starts up on the top corner and then ends on the bottom corner. Just rips all the way across the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Another breaking ball. Doesn't get the call that time. does miss inside. It's
just
1-2.
a little bit inside, but it's one where you're cruising. You want that call, but not quite.
He's ready to go with a 1-2. Fastball this time popped up right side. Adams giving chase, so is their right fielder. He makes the catch in foul territory, thinking about tagging up, and that's a good throw in from Eli Smith for the second out of the inning.
A tremendous throw from Smith. I thought they were going to test him. Christopher, not too much speed over there, so they read it and decide to stay put, and that gives the Sparta fans something to cheer about.
Christopher kind of reaching down at his right leg right now as well.
Yeah, he is.
A little bit shaken up maybe, but a good job by Smith out there and right, and a good throw in as well. 2 outs in the inning, and at the plate is Isaiah Shelton.
And Smith, a guy you may see pitch at some point. You're going to see a lot of people pitch if this tournament continues on for these teams.
Isaiah Shelton, he was the first hit of the ball game. That one's off at the end of the bat, 1-1. That was the fly ball out to left. Looked like it should have been caught, and Wilson just slipped up a couple of times trying to get over to it. 2 away here in the inning with runners on second and third. The 1-1 from Thomas upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike.
This is where you need your big bat, 3-hole hitter to come through in a major way if you're the Cumberland County Jets.
2-1 from Thomas. Great breaking ball, but it misses just inside. It is 3-1 to one of the best hitters in the lineup for the Jets.
It ended in the zone, but was too high up as it came through.
3-1. Check swing. I think he went around. He did. It's 3-2.
And there's that high inside fastball again. Thomas working blisteringly fast. Here we go. Big moment.
Runners on second and third. Here is the payoff from Thomas. Swing and a miss. And a big show of emotion from Thomas on the mound. A huge strikeout to get out of the inning. Allows a couple of hits. Retires the next 3 in the lineup. 1, 2, 3. And the White County Warriors retain their 3-0 lead. We're back after this. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
To the top of 4 we go. The White County Warriors have a 3-0 lead. And how about Will Thomas? Gives up a couple of singles. They move to second and third, and he goes 1, 2, 3 in the lineup and retires 3 in a row.
Yeah, great job by Thomas. It starts with that throw in from Eli Smith in right. I'm still surprised they didn't try and test that there with the run coming home. They don't, and he ends up rewarding them. Or Will Thomas ends up punishing them, I should say, with that huge punch out. And then you saw the emotion in an elimination game. I mean, he is throwing as well as the Warriors need him to, and now it seems like it's his game to go. If he can give them a full game today, my goodness, how valuable would that be?
7-8-9-2 up for the Warriors. Caden Siebers, Matthew Wilson, Griffin Adams. First pitch swinging is Siebers, sends it up in the air to second base, and the catch made by Jake Christopher.
Yeah, and Eli Gloop needs more of that. 56 pitches already. They need him to go deep. Obviously, the run's got to come on the other side for Cumberland County, but they need some quick outs here.
He only threw 71 pitches in 4 1/3 against Livingston Academy on Wednesday. They pulled him because he was less than 75, so he would be available for a game today in this situation. Matthew Wilson is at the plate now with 1 out. He swings first pitch right at Christopher. On 1 bounce, takes his time, throw to first is in time. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Probably want to take one here if you're Griffin Adams striding in. And that's a big bounce back to take some momentum back for Cumberland County, as White County had all that kind of show of emotion going into the dugout. You get 2 quick outs and you feel okay again.
They've done their damage with 2 outs, though.
It's
Griffin
true.
Adams is at the plate for the second time. He grounded out to Christopher. He does watch that one. It's a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, you got to watch it. Probably want to watch it until you see a strike. You got to make that pitcher work on the other side.
He is at 58 pitches, so this would easily be his cleanest if he's able to retire Adams. Comes the 1-0. Just misses, 2-0. Cumberland County now, they're trying to figure out Thomas on the other side, down by 3 runs. 2-0 pitch from Gloop. Upstairs, 3-0.
And a good job by Adams. The smart approach. Trying to become a base runner for Gage Walker and Austin Bianchi behind you.
3 balls, no strikes. Gloop brings home. And a called strike on the inside corner, 3-1. Trying to become a base runner, like you said, for Gage Walker, who he singled and then tried to stretch it into a double and got thrown out at second base his last time up. 3-1 coming from Gloop. Popped up left side. Center fielder coming onto it. Ostrander, he's got it. So a quick inning, 1, 2, 3 for Eli Gloop. Just what the doctor ordered for the Jets. They're back to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the quaint Magnolia Creek subdivision. Explore tiny home living in this 1,008 square foot home. Built in 2023, this kitchen has all stainless steel appliances and beautiful countertops. This home has a back porch, carport, and extra storage room. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Islands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Well, Thomas back in action for White County against Connor Hankins for Cumberland County. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Jets in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 3-0. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1.
They got ready to go in a hurry. Will Thomas wants to pitch.
Breaking ball's a good one. He's quickly ahead, 0-2. And yeah, you saw that big show of emotion in that last inning. He had runners on second and third and retired 3 in a row. There's the 0-2 upstairs.
And now I'm Cumberland County here. I think I want to call time. I want to step out, take my time, adjust my batting gloves. You got to do something to knock him off his rhythm.
That one's up and in. 2-2. That one blocked up well by Seal. On the count, runs full after being behind 0-2. Hankins has worked his way back in and has run the count full. Trying to become a leadoff base runner for Titus Ostrander. Payoff. Upstairs, it is a walk, and the first one issued by either side today.
It's a really nice job. First 2 pitches were great strikes, and then you don't chase anything. Take the pitches, and that's why you're in the cleanup spot for this CC team.
Now you got Titus Ostrander at the plate with nobody out and a runner on first. A ton of speed is Ostrander. He's swinging away, right back up the middle. Will it get through? Blocked up at short. The throw. Nope, he eats it. And everybody's going to be safe. The infield single for Titus Ostrander.
Yeah, Ostrander able to get it off the end of the bat up the middle. It's a good job to keep it in the infield, but an even smarter job. You're not beating Titus Ostrander with the throw. Only bad things happen there for Sparta. So here we go again. Cumberland County threatening the last inning. Couldn't capitalize. Big threat here. They're looking for runs.
So now it's Caleb Hahn to the plate with the runners on first and second again for the Jets for back-to-back innings. This one, a bunt shown. He offered at it, and it is strike one. Great block up by Cason Seal as well. The Jets at first and second, and then second and third with one out. A fly out to right, a good throw in by Smith, and a strikeout to get out of the inning for Thomas. The 0-1, another bunt shown, but that time it's a called strike, 0-2. And Hahn not too happy with himself as he knocks the dirt out of his cleats. Will Thomas, runners on first and second, an 0-2 count. Brings it home, breaking ball, just misses inside.
Pretty good pitch. I think it missed, but it's still a good pitch.
Thomas ready to go. 1-2, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Thomas on the mound. He's got 3.
Man, he's gotten into trouble the last 2 innings and has not blinked, gotten big punch-outs. Still in some trouble here, though, and we'll see if Jane Hensley, who's had a couple of barrels in this tournament, can stride in and do something.
So 1 out here in the inning as Jane Hensley steps to the plate. He lined out to center his last time up. He's got runners on first and second. The breaking ball across for strike 1.
Man, that's a good pitch from Will Thomas.
He's looked great today. 52 pitches so far through 3 1/3. The 0-1. That one a little bit inside. Good block up by Seal, though, 1-1.
And to win in the postseason, especially if you drop a game, right? There's 2 avenues. One is to just dominate your way through. But if you drop a game, you need some big-time pitching performances. You need long outings out of guys to be able to move on and keep your season alive. And right now, Will Thomas is starting to potentially do that. That won't help.
That one got away from Seal. I think he actually got a little bit of help from the home plate umpire, but both runners advanced to second and third, and it's 2-1.
And on the other hand, game of moments, as we keep talking about, this is a moment for Cumberland County. You cannot go scoreless again and leave all that momentum with White County.
Second straight time they've had runners on second and third with 1 out. Here's the 2-1 coming. This one hit right side. That ball is through. It's going to score 1. They're going to send the second runner. Throw coming from Smith on the right side of the plate. Tag applied, and he is out. What a throw by Eli Smith again.
Second time in as many innings with a sensational throw-in from right. That was a heavy-duty collision at home. Hopefully everybody's okay. Just a little limp on the way back. But what a throw. A little bit offline. A nice job adjusting to it behind the plate to go back and dive for Kaysen Seal. CC gets the run, but that is a big out for White County. I'm a little surprised at the send, considering the conservative send back in the last frame.
And they're checking on Seal as well, making sure he's all right behind the plate. It was a pretty good collision with Titus Ostrander, who was thrown out again. What a good throw by Eli Smith out in right field. But Jane Hensley gets the job done, does drive home 1 run as Connor Hankins came around to score. And Cumberland County gets their first run on the board.
You get the first run. Could have had runners at the corners with 1 out. Instead, runner at first with 2, and we'll see if Jake Christopher can extend it here.
So 2 away in the inning, and now a 3-1 ball game. White County still on top. Jake Christopher comes to the plate with a runner on first. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Use our Facebook page, YouTube channel, NFHS Network. We welcome you in. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you like and follow the pages as well.
It's about to get intense in this ballpark with seasons on the line.
It's 1-0 here to Christopher. He hit one out to right field his last time up. That one's downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
1 trip to the region is done. Somebody else is going to go. 1 spot, 3 teams. Let's get it on.
Winner of this one will play Stone Memorial for that chance. 2-0. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes to Jake Christopher.
Well, Jake Christopher and David Gloop did the job their last time around. He would love to do it again here and give Eli Ostrander another chance.
2 outs in the inning. Runner on first for the Jets. The 3-0 is across for strike 1 for Thomas.
And Thomas trying to get that swagger back he's throwing with. All of a sudden that pitch count starting to creep up at 60. Still a lot of time. You're fine there, but you got to find a way to get this out.
3 balls, 1 strike. Thomas a peek to first, brings it home. Popped up, left side. Gentry trying to find it in foul territory. He's got it for out number 3. The Jets score 1, but the White County Warriors limit it to that 1 run. 3-1 through 4. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
It's a 3-1 lead as the Jets get one back, but what a job by White County and specifically Eli Smith. The throw he makes to gun down Titus Ostrander at the plate to cut down a run, but the Jets do cut the lead to 2. Back to the top of the lineup now for White County. 1, 2, and 3. Gage Walker, Austin Bianchi, and Eli Smith due up here in the 5th. Gage Walker so far, 1 for 2, a pop out in the first. He singled in the third and then tried to stretch it to the double where he got thrown out by the Cumberland County right fielder and Titus Ostrander. This one off the end of the bat, high in the air out to center. Eli Ostrander now has to turn on the Jets a little bit after readjusting, and that ball is down, and Walker, nobody covering second, will take second base.
Really heads up base running there for Gage Walker as he turns into second. Ball drops in. I think it's just a really ugly double for Gage Walker.
I think so.
It's a beautiful double for Gage Walker, but ugly in the outfield there as it kind of falls in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, that was just, you said it. Ostrander, I don't think, read it perfectly. He was coming in, but then tried to come in a little bit harder. Not able to get there in time. Christopher not able to get out there in time, and it's a leadoff double for Gage Walker. So at the plate is Austin Bianchi. He reached on an error and scored his last time up. We've got time called and a balk.
So I believe that's going to make it a 1-0 count as well. No, it will not. Thank you. Oh, we got Wes Shanks in the building. That's going to help. I'm going to let him have the headset, and I'll go.
Hey, we're used to it.
I'll go pour some dirt on. Yeah, I'll go pour some dirt on the field.
This one hit well by Bianchi, and they weren't tagging up. Wow. Throw comes in, and it's going to hold the runner at third.
That was a mistake for White County. And, again, you're seeing little blips. There's only one team in this district that has deep postseason experience, and those are the little things in a postseason game. It's 4-1 right now if you're tagging there outside of a perfect relay in from left, and instead doors open for you to get out of this inning with nobody across. Those are the little things in the postseason that you have to win these games.
So just the fly out by Bianchi to left, and now there's going to be a conversation as the field umpire came in and said something to Gloop on the mound. And Gloop is kind of looking to the dugout. And they might be talking to him about how he's set up and why the balk was called. And Gloop is one where he kind of starts to set up, even when he's in the windup, it kind of starts from that stretch position, but he still goes through the windup. So they just want to make sure with a runner on, he is either starting in the windup or starting in the stretch.
It's the hybrid is what he's doing, but when you do the hybrid with base runners on, it's illegal. Because it becomes from a stretch.
So you got a runner on third with one out now, and Eli Smith at the plate. Now we'll see if they tag up. They will. This one high in the air. Ostrander had to readjust. Does make the catch. It will be plenty deep enough to score the run and a sac fly RBI for Eli Smith.
Perfect baseball by the White County Warriors there. You don't have to do anything other than that. Get it high into the air, deep somewhere, and it's more than enough time to come across and score, and you get that run right back to stretch it back to a 3-run advantage.
Back to 3 runs, 4-1 the lead. Colt Gentry to the plate now with nobody on and 2 outs. Yeah, and you said, that ball kept traveling.
It did.
Ostrander had to readjust. Makes a good play on it out in center field. This one hit hard left side. That ball through. Cole Gentry puts it into the outfield for a hit. So a 2-out single for Cole Gentry will bring Kason Seal to the plate.
Yeah, really nice job by Cole Gentry again. And the middle of this order has been so solid for these past several weeks, even dating back before this tournament started for White County, and they're continuing to do it here in a big game.
Well, they've scored 27 runs coming into today. Already have 4 across today.
We got a score update in that 8 AAA tournament, Tullahoma and Central Magnet, and it is 5-0 for Tullahoma in the first inning there.
This one, shallow left, going to be trouble. Ostrander coming on. He's got a beat on it, makes the catch. Strands a runner, but a run across for White County again. They lead 4-1. We enter the bottom of 5. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
It's a 4-1 lead for the White County Warriors, bottom of 5. It's getting late in a hurry as the Cumberland County Jets come to the plate. 9-1-2 due up.
Yeah, and it's been a few opportunities for Cumberland County. They've only left with 1 run so far. White County's been better situationally, and they have the lead because of it. And you mentioned getting late in a hurry. You're guaranteed you got 3 more ABs left in your season. If you're Cumberland County, you got to find a way to put runs on the board. And Will Thomas making that a lot easier said than done.
And looking at the radar, looks like there is some rain that is starting to move into the area. Obviously, we dealt with that in game number 1. Haven't dealt with it yet in game number 2.
I think we're going to be okay, though. It may rain a little bit, but nothing.
Yeah, not that heavy stuff that we got
crazy
yesterday. But, yeah, you mentioned Will Thomas. He's doing the job right now. Just the 1 run across. He has allowed some base runners in these last couple of innings, but he got some great help from his defense, and namely Eli Smith in that last.
Yeah, Eli Smith with just a hose out from right field to gun the runner down at home. He's done that a couple of times. One caught the runner, another one held the runner at third. It's the difference between 2 more runs for Cumberland County. I mean, that's the difference between 4-1 and 4-3. It
was a great job by Kason Seal as well. Yep. He had to catch it on the right side of home plate, dive back to his left, and dive into a runner coming in, and able to get Titus Ostrander out at the plate. So leading it off will be David Gloop. Then it's back to the top, and Eli Ostrander and Ryder Myers. Cumberland County looking for runs and asking for time. Thomas brings it home. It's ball 1.
Umpire did not hold up Thomas, so that doesn't mean you have to stop. And Thomas took advantage, but he missed with the pitch.
Here's the 1-0. That one's a called strike on the inside corner, 1-1.
And that spot's been there for the most part today.
He's gotten a few calls with that breaking ball right there. The 1-1 from Thomas. That one's going to hit him right in the middle of the back. And the 9-batter aboard again as David Gloop will reach first.
And it's go time here. 1, 2, 3. Coming up next, you got a runner at first. You're not guaranteed another AB if you're Eli Ostrander here in your high school career. So expect a really solid one here out of this young man.
Well, Isaiah Shelton has been the only batter to reach out of the top 3 in the lineup so far for the Jets. They're 1 for 6 out of their top 3. Eli Ostrander steps in. He's 0 for 2. There's a called strike on the outside corner to him.
That's a long look for Eli Ostrander. I don't blame him. That's pretty far out there.
He's got a runner on first and David Gloop. Thomas working out of the stretch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. White County trying to keep their season alive. They've got the 4-1 advantage right now. You win, you play Stone Memorial coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one for a chance to get into the district championship. Breaking ball, called strike on the inside corner.
And that's been the hallmark for Thomas today. He's gone a little bit out. He's come in. He's mixed up those locations really effectively.
And now we're going to have home plate cleaned off.
And that is the home plate umpire not being happy, is what that is.
1-2 here to Ostrander. Swung on, out of play.
Yeah, Eli Ostrander, swing at anything close.
There have been a couple of generous ones.
And then I think the CC faithful and maybe Ostrander himself have exclaimed that.
This one hit hard by Ostrander, but that'll go right towards the concession stand for a foul ball.
Hit the light pole. Ricochet down.
So still 1-2.
Save someone's life walking over there.
Thomas brings it home. Fastball hit well out to left center. Great read by the center fielder, Kane Siebers, for the catch.
The reality is he hit it too well. Barreled it up so it hung up just long enough for Siebers, who made a great jump, to your point, to get over there. If he hits that a little softer, it drops in safely. Instead, it's out number 1.
Brings Ryder Myers to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Runner on first base, and now 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And for Cumberland County, this feels like one of your best chances to cut into this lead with the top of your lineup up. This one hit hard. That one is through. Gloop to second base as it's picked up in left field, and another single for the Jets.
And again, this is the same case for the last 3 innings. Cumberland County has put base runners on over and over and over again and have relatively not done anything with it. Just the one run across. I mean, Isaiah Shelton's at the plate. This is who you want at the plate if you're the Jets.
They've had second and third with 1 out in each of the last 2 innings. They've got first and second here with 1 out, and that's a called strike to Isaiah Shelton.
This is a huge moment.
0-1. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, 0-2.
And Isaiah Shelton was sitting curveball, and he's thinking, I'm about to send this one forever, and comes up empty on it.
He can do it. We've seen it. 0-2. Swing and a miss. The strikeout for Thomas again for the second out of the inning.
That is pitching 101 right there. You throw the breaking ball, swing and a miss, go to the same spot with the heat and fire it by. That is a great job by Will Thomas.
2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second for the Jets. Connor Hankins at the plate. That's off the end of the bat, a foul ball. He walked and scored a run his last time up. He flew out to center in the first.
I love Will Thomas. He said, give me a ball. Give me a ball. Let's go. Give me a ball.
Working quickly, that's for sure. 0-1. And another foul ball.
Watch out. You're about to see a flex and a half if he finishes this one.
He's at 74 pitches, but it's his game.
No question about it. He's got 120.
0-2. Hit hard left side. That ball through. Gets into left field. They're sending the runner. The throw comes in. Pretty good one. And they got him again at the plate. How about this White County outfield? Matthew Wilson throws a dart, and they cut him down for the final out of the inning. White County retains their 4-1 lead, and they're coming back to the plate in the 6th. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The White County outfield steps up again. Matthew Wilson from left field makes a great throw to cut down David Gloop at home, and White County still leads 4-1.
That's what district tournament baseball is all about right there. I mean, an absolute rocket in from left field. Probably one Tyler Thompson wants to have back on the send, but regardless, credit White County. In big moments, this young baseball team is stepping up and making big-time play after big-time play.
White County's coming back to the plate here in the 6th. 6, 7, and 8. Colton Norris, Caden Siebers, and Matthew Wilson. 2 up for the Warriors. Those dark clouds continue to roll in a little bit closer.
Ominous.
Eli Gloop on the mound still for Cumberland County. He's swinging first pitch. That's off the end of the bat and somehow sent it into left field, did Colton Norris.
That's how you know it's your day, because that was not even close to solid contact, and it just bloops over into shallow left field for a base hit.
You even look at the Cumberland County defense. They just kind of throw their hands in the air like, well, nothing you're going to do about that one. So it's a leadoff single for Norris. And Caden Siebers will step to the plate. He's 1 for 2.
The bad news for Cumberland County is they need the rain to stay away, because the game can go final at this point after 5 innings if a downpour were to start.
Breaking ball. Foul ball. Caden Siebers at the plate. Matthew Wilson in the on-deck circle. This White County offense has been so good here in these last 5 games. 4-1 in their last 5. They only lost to Stone Memorial 5-1 on Friday. Showing bunt, pulls it back. Check behind the runner. And he's back in safely. It was a strike. It's 0-2.
It was just barely back in. I think it's a good call out there. By the way, I want to be fair. I've said many and not nice things about the home plate umpire in the last game. I thought it was pretty good in the last game. So, credit where it's due. We weren't sitting here complaining about it. Equal opportunity, well done. And here comes the rain.
Yeah, the rain is here.
And this one feels like it may be different than the little showers we had earlier.
Breaking ball swung on and missed. The tag applied. It's a strikeout for Gloop in the second one of the day. Make it third one. So 1 out now in the inning. And Matthew Wilson will step to the plate.
Yeah, we got a pretty significant shower on the way that may prompt a potential delay. So we'll keep that within mind here.
Obviously didn't play at all yesterday with all the rain that came through. They did a great job of getting the field ready to go today.
And we'll get Anthony Taylor on the phone from Upper Cumberland Weather to help us out.
That breaking ball misses low and outside to Wilson, 1-0. Wilson just made the great throw from left to cut down the run and end the inning. Back in the 5th. And again, another chance for Cumberland County cut short. Here's the 1-0. That's a called strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Sparta would love some insurance here, because Cumberland County, they've gotten thrown out, but they've had a lot of opportunities out there to get thrown out. They've been all over the base paths. This one certainly is not over. They got 2 sets of ABs left.
1-1. Breaking ball fouled off. It's 1-2 now to Matthew Wilson. Griffin Adams is in the on-deck circle. First baseman, or on first, is Colton Norris after he swung early on an inside pitch, hit it off the end of the bat, and was able to get it over Hankins at third base. Gloop with a 1-2. Fouled off again. We'll try it again. Good battle here by Matthew Wilson. Gloop now at 75 pitches as well. Obviously, the starters, these are their games no matter what. Unless they're just starting to get run out of there.
Yeah, as long as you're throwing decently, you're going.
1-2.
Good pitch.
Called strike 3 on the inside corner. It's back-to-back Ks for Eli Gloop.
That's a great pitch for Eli Gloop. You rip off that breaking ball, and one thing to watch is the rain does begin to fall. We saw that really affect the pitchers in the last game, unable to grip the baseball at times. Cumberland County probably okay with that. They need a little bit of something to change for Will Thomas on the other side.
Griffin Adams to the plate now with a runner on first. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1.
That's been Gloop spotted, that inside part of the zone. He's gone there a lot.
Adams a ground out and a fly out to center field so far, 0 for 2. The 0-1 coming from Gloop. Blocked up well by David Gloop. So Norris led it off with a single. Since then, back-to-back Ks for Eli Gloop on the mound. That one didn't quite come out cleanly. It's 2-1.
I knew something was off. They didn't play Rocky Top in between the 5th inning. Just throws off everything here in the ballpark when the national anthem doesn't get played. Cookeville leads Lebanon 5-3. Blue Devils trying to come back, trailing 5-0.
2-1. That's an elimination game as well for the Cavaliers and Blue Devils.
Good baseball teams going home today in that district tournament.
Yes. And then we said it, kind of previewing it a little bit. 1 through 3, 1 through 4. Pretty solid baseball teams.
It's really similar to the basketball district, honestly.
Yeah.
Except Laverne's kind of different in baseball than they were in basketball.
Yes. 3-1 here.
As Coach T said, Laverne's season's over. Didn't even put the score.
That one misses upstairs, and that's going to be a walk issue to Griffin Adams. And after striking out the last 2 batters, Gloop loses one.
Man, how big would a couple of one insurance run be here for Cumberland County?
Visit to the mound here for the Jets as well. It's not Coach Thompson, so maybe just a conversation with the runners on first and second. And again, that rain is here, and you mentioned it. It may pose a threat here for the pitchers on the mound. We saw him struggle a little bit with it in that first game. Obviously, Alec Wilson was still pretty darn good. But right now, a couple of strikeouts and then the walk issue to Griffin Adams. The other part to that, Gage Walker is back at the plate. He has reached twice. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double.
No Minyard available in this game. No Eli Ostrander available in this game. An 81 pitch Eli Gloop is still by far your best option if you're Tyler Thompson. So that's why it's just a discussion here. And also maybe, hey, let's lean on the fastball. We've been throwing the breaking ball a lot. We can't grip it as well right now. Let's lean on the fastball and see if we can get something done.
That rain continues to fall. And you mentioned that 3 runs across. It was a 3-run bomb by the Blue Devils.
3-run home run for Lebanon to make it 5-3 over at Tennessee Tech. That's a college ballpark.
That's exactly what Goose just said.
Yeah.
Here's the first pitch into Gage Walker. That one misses for ball 1.
Shout out to the press box boys. We're here. Monty's young. That's why it's a lot more fun in here right now. He's the one that you hear chirping in the background typically.
He's in the comments sometimes too. And that rain is picking up even more now. 1-0 here to Walker. Gloop brings it home. This one flown out to left. Trying to find it in left. And the catch made by the left fielder for the Jets and Ryder Myers is the final out of the inning. The Warriors strand a couple. Still 4-1 for White County. We head to the bottom of 6. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Jets are coming down to their 2 final chances. 5, 6, and 7 due up for them. Titus Ostrander leads it off. Then it's Caleb Hahn and Jaden Hensley as they trail 4-1 here in the bottom of 6.
We're pretty good at reading body language and discussions happening on the field. This game's finishing today. I'm telling you that right now. This game is finishing.
Slow roller up that third base line. Good throw by Gentry in time to get the first out of the inning.
Great play there again by Gentry, but home plate umpire was having nothing to say about the weather. We're finishing this baseball game right now.
And it's not a heavy rain. It's a similar rain to what it was in game number 1. So I don't think we're in threat of that. But obviously you see it affecting some of the players, wiping off the bats, wiping off the baseball. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Caleb Hahn's at the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. And that one's upstairs, ball 1.
How about the job that Coach Norris has done since becoming acting head coach for this White County team? I mean, they play with so much energy right now. You see it. It's infectious, and the way they're playing, kind of playing the way we thought they had the potential to before the season started. They have uncorked it, and now they're on the doorstep, but CC trying to battle in.
1-1. Outside, yeah.
And hey,
last 5 games, they're 4-1.
we haven't talked about it, but this is real. If you're the White County Warriors and you're anyone older than a freshman, your head coach left and went back to Cumberland County, and you got an opportunity today to beat that team. If you have any sort of competitive nature to you, this is one you really want. I think we've seen that today for White County.
It's 3-1 here to Hahn. And that one's across for ball 4, so a walk issued by Thomas. And for Coach Thompson, obviously, this one was kind of set up for him. He was obviously at Cumberland County before he took the job at White County.
We get it. It makes total sense. But if I'm a 16-year-old kid, oh yeah, I want to win this one today. This is the one I want out there in maroon and white.
Well, Jane Hensley's now to the plate. He drove in a run his last time up.
And if I'm in powder blue, I want to win this one for my head coach too.
Check to first. Diving back in safely is Hahn.
I'm not casting any judgment at all. It's just that's the nature of competition. You want to beat that.
1 out here in the inning. Hahn over at first. Pretty big lead. Hensley watches that one by for strike 1. He lined out to center on a well-struck ball and then singled to right to drive in a run. They tried to stretch it to 2 runs, but cut down in the process by Eli Smith. This one high in the air to left. Slipping again in left field is Wilson, and then readjusts to make the grab on the run.
And honestly, he made the smart change. He slipped a couple times earlier, and you see that time he goes with a looping route, taking none of the hard cuts with the already wet ground that's much wetter after the rain, and he's able to make the catch. It didn't look the prettiest thing, but he gets the job done.
So he gets the second out of the inning. Jake Christopher to the plate, fouled out to Gentry at third base his last time up. He singled back in the 3rd inning.
And Cumberland County is going to get Eli Ostrander another at-bat. Question is when.
Runner goes. This one hit through the left side. Gentry, though, playing it well. Throw to first is in time. What a job by Cole Gentry. Read it perfectly off the bat and able to get through the 6th. We head to the final inning today. Maybe, unless extras are needed. You're watching 7 AAA Baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student-athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Update across town at Tennessee Tech. Cookeville taking on the Lebanon Blue Devils in the District 7 4A tournament. That one also an elimination game. Cavaliers on top, 5-4. The Blue Devils have got it to 1.
A lot of games happening today that usually we wouldn't even sniff playing baseball or sports on a Sunday, but Mother Nature had other plans. Score update, bottom 3rd. Tullahoma still leads Central Magnet 5-0 in the 8 AAA tournament.
We're in the 7th here. And White County.
There's a little zest on that Austin Pianchi from Jimmy Fallon.
It is indeed Austin Pianchi at the plate. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Warriors, who have the 3-run advantage right now. They would love to get another run across.
Another score update. couple of them. Pickett County leads Clay County baseball 5-1. Macon County up over White House 3-0, and Smith County leads York 6-4.
There's a ground ball left side and a foul ball. 1-1 to Pianki. Pianki has reached base one time, reached on an error in the third. He did come around to score a run. He has flown out a couple of times to right and left.
And Bob Jones beat Hewitt Trustville 1-0.
Thank you.
That
was probably a heck of a baseball game
from last year.
1-1. High in the air, shallow left. Shortstop Hahn back there and makes the catch for out number one.
And you saw a little bit there. It was a nice job by Hahn. It turns into an ice skating rink on those cleats. He kind of slid into that one, but able to make the grab for out number one. And for Cumberland County, they got to keep it right where it is.
Yep.
And Eli Gloop's been good today. He's at 86 pitches through 6 1/3. He's allowed 4 runs. It had been 9 hits, but could have been a lot worse, quite frankly. So he's giving his team a chance, but the offense on the other side going to have to do something against Will Thomas.
He's got 4 strikeouts. He has not walked a batter. One out here in the inning. This ball is drilled, but that's going to be a foul ball by Eli Smith, who has 2 runs driven in today, a single and a sac fly.
Appreciate the kind words. Principal Wilson, Coach Dodgen, tuning in the comments as well. Happy to be with you all tournament long.
A broken bat at the high school level. Don't see that too much.
That's called swing speed right there.
Oh, they got to let Eli Smith grab a new one. He'll trot back out there. And he is behind in the count 0-1. So Smith will step back in here with an 0-1 count and 1 away. Gloop brings it home. Called strike, going 2.
Right down Main Street. Still popping the glove.
Yeah, you said it. Gloop's been pretty solid. Obviously, the 4 runs across, but there were 3 errors in the 1 inning for Cumberland County that brought home one of those runs. 0-2. That ball, another foul.
David Pinion, that's $350 gone on that bat breaking.
That's tough. Looked like the cap may have just popped out, so maybe they can save it.
Higher than that. The press box boys say higher than that.
0-2. So 600.
My wife may be watching. Don't say that.
Oops. One ball, 2 strikes. Check swing and a foul ball, but not by much. That's what saved White County back in that second inning. The foul tip by Norris. He ended up coming around that to score that first run. Still 1-2 here to Eli Smith. Gloop brings it home. In the air, out to left. And playable, and the catch made out in left field by Ryder Myers.
Eli Smith's one of those kids, when it comes off the bat, it looks like it's going 500 feet every time.
Yeah, you know, maybe if he had his original bat, it might have.
And it's about 20 degrees warmer.
He's got the backup bat. It's just the fly out to Myers, and now 2 outs in the inning, and Cole Gentry will come to the plate as Gloop looks for an important 3-up, 3-down inning.
You got to leave it right where it is if you're the Jets, and then look for some real magic. The capital M in the bottom half.
And there's a pop-up in the infield. Gloop ranging over. He's called off, and the catch made by Shelton from his first base position. 3 up, 3 down in the top of 7. The Jets down to their final chance. They need at least 3 when we come back. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's the bottom of the 7th here in the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament. Winner moving on to play Stone Memorial for a chance to get into the district championship game and a berth into the region tournament. White County's got a 4-1 lead right now. Cumberland County coming to the plate 9-1-2. David Gloop, Eli Ostrander, and Ryder Myers. And David Gloop has reached base safely twice today, a single, and was hit by a pitch.
The fly made it out of the window.
There's
and
a
then
fly
I smashed
down.
it. It was the
Made,
same one
he
that was in
spent
there.
4 hours trying to get out of that window. Here's the first pitch, and that is up over the head of David Gloop, who just got hit in the middle of the back his last time up.
He spent 4 hours trying to get out of the window.
He really did.
And as soon as
and
he
now
did,
he is smashed on that brand new window. 1-0 here to Gloop. Thomas still on the mound for the Warriors, and that one's also high and inside, 2-0.
this is where everything feels magnified. Every pitch feels more important because you've got a 3-run lead, but a couple runners get on, and it starts to feel different.
That's a good pitch. It's a foul ball, and it's 2-1.
The competitiveness of this White County team has been evident this entire tournament. You've seen it all day today. And this is where you really need to channel that in a positive way to slam the door and get a big win.
2-1. Popped up right side, shallow right field. Coming on to it, Smith. He's got it for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup now for Cumberland County with 1 out is Eli Ostrander, 0 for 3. He's looking for 1.
If White County wins this, who they pitch in Game 2 today is going to be very interesting.
Of course, you got to go up against Titus Bisbee, who beat you 5-1 to open up this tournament, did Stone at least in their opening game. Second game for White County. That one is fouled off. That's why Stone through sitting in that first game today, saving Bisbee. Comes the 0-1. Called strike on a great breaking ball, 0-2.
I think I would start Will Thomas for 18 pitches or however much he has with how he's throwing right now.
0-2. And he threw it behind him, and Ostrander, he may want that one back.
That announcer jinx still works. We'll need that next week when the other district comes to town. We'll break that bad boy out.
1-2 here to Ostrander. And that one almost got him, but it breaks in.
Hey, Tullahoma knows that announcer jinx works. We ripped it out in the Murphy Center a few times.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas brings it home. Foul ball. Good battle brewing here between the leadoff man for the Jets and Will Thomas on the mound.
Eli Ostrander is a really, really, really good player in his senior season here. He's had a really nice season. He's had a really good career, been a mainstay. He's consistently over the last 4 years when he's been on the mound or at the plate, you go, man, that's a really good player. So we'll see how this one ends. But
he's worked the count full. Thomas trying not to lose him. Payoff. Popped up again. Left side drifting towards foul territory. Gentry underneath. It's out number 2.
Now, this is going to be important for White County. If they get this out, they got to recognize that all it does is buy you another 30 minutes. That's not the game. You have a big party if you win the second one later, but a young baseball team have to channel a bunch of emotion, enjoy it, but you got to get ready immediately for another really tough test.
Ryder Myers is to the plate, singled his last time up. There's 2 outs. There was a baseball behind the home plate umpire. They'll make sure they get that picked up. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Thomas is now at 98 pitches, so if they wanted to, you could roll him into that second game.
He's been sensational. And not perfect. There have been blemishes.
Yep.
That ball is outside. The White County fans, they're going to want everything right now, trying to slam the door for that one.
They're feeling
miss. But he's been able to work through trouble. His defense has made some big plays around him as well.
This one hit out to center field. Siebers trying to range over. He's got it for the final out of the 7th, and Will Thomas completes it out for the White County Warriors as they win it 4-1 and keep their season alive, like you said, for at least another game.
Yeah, great performance by the White County Warriors. A really fun baseball game between these two teams, and it's the Warriors who were red hot entering the postseason. They had the little blip. They're looking for revenge against Stone in about 30 minutes. That's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight as two teams battle for one spot in the region tournament.
So a 4-1 victory today. Will Thomas goes all 7 innings in it. He strikes out 4 batters in the process. Offensively for White County, they had a couple of nice days as Austin Bianchi scores a run. Gage Walker got in there, got on base a couple of times with a double, a single, and a run scored. But driving in 2 was Eli Smith with a sac fly, an RBI single, and, of course, gunning the runner down out in right field.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a complete effort both ways. But you come in that spot and you give your team a complete game victory on the mound, you're going to be the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Will Thomas gets it done, and the Warriors move on, secure at least one more game. They're trying to get a couple of more with a win later on.
So White County's season is still alive. 13-16 now on the season. They'll wait about 30 minutes, and they will play Stone Memorial in a new stream when we come back. Cumberland County's season comes to a close here in the District 7 3A tournament as they finish with a final record of 11-15. And that White County team offensively that has been swinging it so well will have at least another chance in trying to avenge their loss against Stone Memorial just a few days ago, which they fell 5-1. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long for now. We'll talk to you in a